The soft hum of a jazz tune floated through the elegant restaurant. Amber sat alone at a table by the window, nervously checking her phone for the 5th time in 10 minutes. Her blind date, someone her best friend swore was different, was already 20 minutes late. She sighed, stirring her coffee just to have something to do. Around her, couples laughed, glasses clinked, and the smell of fresh bread and rosemary filled the air. She felt out of place, overdressed, and most of all foolish. "Maybe I've been stood up again," she murmured under her breath, forcing a smile at the waiter who passed by with a look of pity. Just as she started gathering her purse, the restaurant door opened. 2 identical little girls, maybe 6 years old, rushed in, wearing matching yellow coats and messy ponytails. They scanned the room until one of them spotted Amber. The smaller one waved excitedly. "Are you Miss Amber?" Amber blinked. Yes." Both girls ran up, slightly out of breath. "Our daddy's sorry he's late," said the taller one with a grin. "He said to tell you he'll be here in 5 minutes. Amber froze, confused, then burst into laughter. "Your daddy?" They nodded in unison. "Yes, Daddy said he had to park the car. He told us to come in first because we're brave." Something in their innocent confidence made Amber's heart melt. She gestured to the chairs. "Well, brave girls deserve to sit down. Want some water while we wait for your daddy?" The girls climbed into the seats, legs swinging freely. They introduced themselves as Emma and Ella, and before Amber knew it, she was deep in conversation about their favorite cartoons, how they wanted a puppy, and how their dad made the best pancakes ever. When the waiter came by again, he smiled at the sight. "Your daughters are adorable." "Oh, they're not mine," Amber said quickly, laughing. "They're my, dates." The waiter's eyebrows shot up, but before he could respond, the door opened again and a tall man in his early 30s hurried in. Slightly disheveled, cheeks flushed from the cold, and eyes full of apology. "I'm so sorry," he said as he reached the table. "You must be Amber." "I'm Luke." Amber stood, still caught between surprise and amusement. "And these must be your little accomplices." Luke chuckled, ruffling the twins' hair. "I didn't plan on bringing them. My sitter canceled last minute, and I didn't want to cancel on you too." He looked genuinely embarrassed. "I told them I'd just explain, but they insisted on saying hi." Amber smiled. "Well, I'm glad they did. They made sure I didn't leave." The tension melted away. Dinner turned into laughter and stories. Luke talking about raising the girls alone after his wife passed away. Amber sharing her own ups and downs with failed relationships and learning to start over. The twins chimed in often, their presence adding warmth to every moment. By dessert, the table felt less like a blind date and more like a family dinner that had somehow always existed. As Luke paid the bill, one of the girls tugged Amber's sleeve. "Daddy doesn't laugh much," she whispered shyly. "But he laughed tonight." Amber's throat tightened. She smiled and whispered back, "I'm glad he did." When they finally left the restaurant, snowflakes had begun to fall. Luke offered Amber his coat, but she shook her head, smiling softly. "You need it more than I do." He looked at her for a long moment, then said quietly, "Maybe we both needed tonight more than we thought." Amber watched them walk away, the twins skipping, their father holding both their tiny hands, and for the first time in a long time, she didn't feel alone.